recording. Welcome, everyone. This is the very first episode of the Garret Schuelke Podcast. And due to the date, it's also the first Christmas special.
Well, you know what's weird about that is The Simpsons' first episode was a Christmas special. First season.
Was that like the one with like the really whacked out animation?
Yes, that was the one where they get Santa's Little Helper.
Oh yeah.
That's the one where they get Santa's Little Helper. That was the first episode of the first season. So
I'm trying to remember, like, isn't that the one where they have the famous? The only thing I really remember about is, besides the animation, has Homer putting Bart to bed. And yeah. Those are the Tracy Ullman shorts. Oh,
from way back. There was like another show on Fox Network.
Oh, so I'm fucking that up then.
Yeah.
God.
You were close enough. But yes, first episode of The Simpsons was a Christmas special, so maybe it'll go on for 27 seasons. Or was it 29? I think it's like 29.
It's still going.
It's still going. I wish it would end.
And it's still. Why would you want it to end? It's still good.
I don't know, man. It's one of those like. What's that big thing now? It's called unpopular opinions or something like that. That's like my unpopular opinion. Like
unpopular opinion, edgy opinion.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I wish The Simpsons would end like a long time ago. I wish it would have ended like season 20. Like that would have been perfect. It would have gone out. It would have like gone out on the movie. It would have been perfect. But like it's like what, season 29 or something like that now, man.
Let me get to that in a sec. Like I said, it's the very first episode of the Garret Schuelke Podcast. I'm your host, Garret Schuelke, writer based out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I'm here with I'm gonna give this the college try. Fucking up.
It's
Adam Strohschein.
Yes.
Adam Strohschein.
Look at it, he's got it perfect.
Yep, and congratulations, Adam, for being the first guest on here.
The first.
Yep, we are currently in our hometown of Alpena, Michigan, at the Alpena Public Library. The people here were really nice to accommodate me on this short basis here in the conference room.
Which is weird because I've never been in this room before. I remember they built it. Well, I mean, they didn't build this room, but they built the walkway to this room. Yeah, but I've never actually been in here, so this is the first time, and there's like a weird... Was this like a soundproofing wall, I guess?
Yeah. When I called them up, the woman who like sets this stuff up wasn't going to be in until New Year's. So I'm like, okay, is there anyone else I can talk to? I need to like get this in this week.
Yeah.
So, and the woman that I talked to is nice. She's really accommodating. And she's like, oh, well, since this is going to be the two of you and we have this going on, and we have all these people coming in.
It's like an hour and a half, like, you know, it's going to be in and out. Like
Actually, they're the reason why we have this wall right here, because they're like, we'll try our best to kind of soundproof it for you. I'm like, okay, thank you. Okay, that's great, thank you.
At least they went up and above and beyond. Like, most people would just be like, yeah, sure, do it in the hallway, I guess, if you want.
I know. And
oh, man.
Yeah, definitely not to bash them, but originally I was trying to get the ACC library, Alpena Community College.
Are they closed currently? Because for the holiday season?
Not according to their website. Because
their website that they like almost never update.
Well, they have an update for this current season, and I tried calling them with no luck. So tried them and got this sweet setup. All right, and a disclaimer: I am somewhat still recovering from a cold, so please excuse the coughs that you hear, gentle folks of this free podcast.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know. I got over a cold about it was like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Yeah, it was nasty, and I just keep coughing. Like that's the problem now. Is like I keep coughing, and I'm like, is there something wrong? Like is something majorly wrong?
That's what I went through. I got the cold, and I even took a day off because it was just so bad. And now I just got this nagging cold, which I then promptly looked up on WebMD.
Which is like the worst. Was like the worst idea.
Yeah, well, I ignored the crap. At first it said I had AIDS and cancer, which I was like, okay, I know that's not possible at all. And it then assured me, like, yeah, your cough's probably going to last like 2 weeks. So it's been a little over a week, so it's already been getting better.
Yeah, it's gotten to the point with me where like I keep coughing and I'm like I'm annoying myself. I'm like I don't like being around myself. I'm like I keep coughing over and over again.
Yeah, which means our condition right now is a perfect time to podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah,
there wouldn't be any other time to do it.
No, and it's the same thing with my folks. They're both sick. My brother and his girlfriend are up from Nashville, where they moved to a couple months ago. Yeah, perfect health. So, yeah, it's gonna be a good Christmas in the Schuelke household, one way or another. I got us plenty of Boone's Farm and other craft beer. We're good.
Boone's Farm should be like the drink of Alpena, because I mean it seems like everybody's got.
That's gonna be it would have stiff competition then.
Yeah, there's a lot of other stuff that could take its place. Bud Light.
Yeah.
Bud Light. I'd say Miller High Life.
Basically,
maybe a little bit. Natty Daddies.
Yeah.
Especially Natty Daddies.
Yeah, nothing too creative, yet nothing too extreme either.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't a college town like Kalamazoo. This isn't some big city slickers like Detroit. This is Alpena, Michigan.
It's very, very generic beer. Very generic.
Yeah. Northwestern. No, not Northwestern. Northeast Michigan.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, Adam is here on the podcast, and before I even asked you to be on here, and even on my way up, I was thinking about our relationship.
Okay.
You know, we have to have this talk. No.
That's a good way to start off.
Actually, we're nearly 7 minutes in, so
yeah.
Anyway, I have thought about exactly how we met.
Yeah.
Em and I both met back in Alpena High School.
Yes.
Where I briefly dated your cousin.
For like, what, a week?
No, it was longer than that. It was a couple months. It was during my sophomore year.
Okay.
There was that. And
yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, that's why I remember first hanging out with you down, like, mainly in the mornings, like down the cafeteria area.
Yeah.
There's
that.
Yeah, then afterwards we broke up, and you know, we were still friends, but we didn't just hang out or anything.
Yeah.
But then a few years later, you know, we're both graduated high school. I'm in college, and I think you were too at the time.
Yes. That was like my second time going to college.
Yep, and we reconnected through the magic of social media, and here we are.
Here we are on the podcast.
We've been buddies ever since again.
Shit, man.
Yep, so how have you been, old friend?
Oh, man. Keeping busy, mostly. I had a radio show for about a year and a half.
Oh, yeah, in the woods, correct?
Yes, deep in the woods with me, Adam Strohschein. Not on this podcast, but it was a radio show.
Well, if this podcast fails, we could just impromptu turn it into that. You know.
Probably could. I mean, this radio station was in my. I mean, this is like my hometown, but this was like my hometown where I grew up. It's not even a town; it's a village. Let's just call it a village. It's a village.
Hillman.
Yes. And
they're 30-some minutes away from Alpena.
Yes, in the woods.
Which another thing too. I'm glad you got here safely, because up here in northern Michigan, of course, the weather is fucking terrible.
Oh yeah, and then people that drive in the weather. Yeah. Are equally as terrible, if not worse. I think they're worse because they don't know how to drive. Well,
except for me. I drove here last night from Grand Rapids after work. It usually takes me 4 hours to get here, but it took me an extra 30 minutes due to the... Well, basically, it was good from Grand Rapids to Cadillac.
Yeah.
Then Cadillac to Kalkaska.
Well, that's right. You were probably driving in right through it.
Yeah, Cadillac to Kalkaska, it was garbage. Mm-hmm. Then Kalkaska to Gaylord, it was good again.
Gaylord sucks. Gaylord's horrible. Winter weather in Gaylord is terrible.
Oh yeah.
I've never had any good luck with it. Like, it's just a horrible experience.
It's funny you should say that criticism of our dear Gaylord, but then from Gaylord to Alpena, just absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
Especially with the twists and turns when you go from there to Atlanta.
Oh man, and then the hills. You got some of the hills, and then oh god, yeah.
No.
Yeah, Gaylord to Alpena is terrible in the wintertime. I don't know why.
Yeah, it would go from like 1 second to annoying, and next second to like white knuckling it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then you see the speed signs; they jacked it up from 55 to 65.
Yes.
And you're pissed because you can't go 65 and just get to fucking Alpena.
And then there's
already.
people that that go like at least 75 on there, and you're like, okay, well, these 65 speed limits were pointless.
All right.
Something, all right.
All right. Well, this is the Christmas podcast because Christmas is.
Oh my gosh, Christmas is like what?
days,
Monday?
Yep, a few days away.
It's a couple days away.
Yeah. So we should talk about Christmases a little bit.
When did you find out Santa Claus wasn't real?
Oh Jesus! I don't remember exactly.
I
but
love finding that out.
I don't remember the age, but I know it was like preteen.
Okay.
And my brother and I, my mom broke it to us during the middle of summer for some reason. I don't know.
Maybe
why.
she had a guilty conscience.
Well,
She's like, I can't do this anymore.
Well, what probably happened was like we wanted something like really expensive, and she was like, "Okay, I'll get you for Christmas." We're like, "Oh wait, Santa will bring it to us."
You're like, wait a minute.
And then she put her arm around us, said, "Okay, kids, come here." There's
She
something
gave
I
you
gotta
a
tell you
loving
about.
embrace.
Yeah.
It was like the final stab in the back.
And then we promptly fucking cried. And then she decided, fuck it.
Yeah.
By the way, there's no Easter Bunny, there's no Tooth Fairy.
Man, she ripped the carpet out from underneath the
You kids okay?
reality with
Yeah. You kids okay? Yes. Okay, well,
let's go get ice cream now.
No, it was
nothing.
No, it's like, okay, I told you all about these imaginary beings aren't real. Let's go to church.
Oh my God, there was a kid on the bus that ruined it for me. I think I was in like 3rd or 4th grade, and I was rubbing in his face. I was like, I've been really good all year, and I'm totally gonna get. I think it was an N64. It was an N64. I really wanted an N64, and he's like, Santa Claus isn't real, and I was like, you're insane. Because obviously Santa Claus is real because Tim Allen was in a movie about it. So apparently
a biographical film.
Yeah, I'm like, it's obviously based on a true story. I don't know what you heard. And so I started putting the pieces together in my head because like there was always like little pieces of information that would come out of like either my parents or like TV or stuff. And I remember my parents, when I would get gifts, I always noticed that the handwriting on the packages themselves reminded me of my mother's handwriting. And I thought that was strange, and I used to bring that up to her, and I was like, Santa Claus writes a lot like you. And she's like, well, that's what Santa Claus does, because he's trying to fool you. And I was like,
Santa Claus is a forger.
Yeah, I was like, I think that's your handwriting. And she's like, no, that's us. Santa Claus did that. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
Well, if you were really woke, you would have said something like, Mom, are you colluding with Santa?
And then one time I went up in the attic. They tried to freak me out with the attic. They're like, "There's some scary stuff up in the attic. Don't go up in the attic." So of course I had to go up in the attic, and I found a bunch of my toys up there that like Christmas gifts. They would just like hide them out there. And I remember bringing it up. I was like, "Oh my God, there's all these gifts upstairs. There's tons of gifts. Tons of gifts. It's insane. Are those for me? No. Those are for." Those are for your cousin. Those are for your cousin Jay. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, wait a second. I'm like putting all the pieces together, and I was like, toys in the attic, fake handwriting, no Santa Claus, Tim Allen. I'm like, what the hell is this? There is no Santa Claus.
But Mom, if there's a Santa Claus, why is he hiding in the attic? Oh, honey, he just doesn't have room at the North Pole for all your cousins.
No. This is what my parents did. This is what my parents did. So I would always question it. I'd be like, okay, so if Santa Claus lands on the roof, I'm like, how does it get down the chimney? And they're like, yeah, but did you see the Santa Claus with Tim Allen?
Again, biographical
CG,
film.
It switched. I'm like, oh my God, that makes so much sense.
Again, it's a biographical film. Somehow Lifetime didn't fund it.
I know, right? And they could have put shittier actors in there. Like, who would play Tim Allen in the Lifetime Santa Claus movie?
Rob Schneider.
Exactly.
Rated PG-13.
Rob Schneider is Santa Claus.
This holiday season, Rob Schneider's down in the dumps until he's made Santa Claus.
He got some Santa Claus.
Escapades ensue. I actually saw Tim Allen earlier this year with my parents at Firekeepers Casino in Battle Creek. Yep, stand up.
Was it funny?
Yeah, it was actually, but...
Did you do the growl?
What? Yeah, he did all that, but the thing was...
Of course he's got to do it.
What really defined that was just how angry he was. Like, he wasn't like, a Doug Stanhope or a Bill Hicks or George Carlin where, like, you could tell they're kind of raging out and ranting, but they were making funny points.
Yeah. But he was just angry.
Yeah, like...
It was just pure anger.
Yeah, it was just pure rage.
How dare they cancel Last Man Standing? That was my show.
That's kind of my view, is that, like, he does all these kids' movies, he does, like, family-friendly shows, like Home Improvement.
Just a very angry guy.
Yeah, and, like, he reserves all that for, like, his acting and that, the friendly side.
Or he just, like, goes home and beats his wife or something. Like,
no.
Hear about it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
No, I don't think he's like that, but I think he reserves all his rage for whenever he goes on stand-up. Because literally, like... Maybe he took a drink or two, but the whole like hour and a half show, he did not drink water from anything from what I observed.
Yeah.
He didn't really pace around like regular comedians do.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even like hold the mic up. He just had it in the stand. He literally just stood there in pretty much one place, kind of like head somewhat down, clenching his fists like this, and was just swearing all the time. Which
that'd be funny.
Well, here I'll give you like an excerpt.
Okay.
Well, this is, God, I forget the word from it. You're not quoting exactly.
Okay.
But you're kind of getting the gist of it.
Mm-hmm.
But you talk about his time doing the Santa Claus, the very first one.
Okay.
Apparently, Tim Allen does not like children, actually. So
who does though? I mean, come on.
Well, me neither. That's why I'm 30 and I'm not in a relationship and will never have kids. I'd rather just get drunk and do podcasts up in my hometown.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Anyway,
it's a lot cheaper too.
Oh yeah. So anyway, when I went in there, I was fully expecting him to like tell stories, maybe give some of his political views, which he did, by the way.
Yeah.
It was your typical LOL snowflakes, LOL cucks, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was expecting stuff like, the Santa Claus, you'd be like, well, my first day as a Santa Claus, kids came up to me with presents. I was like, oh, what? Like, that's what I was expecting, something like that.
Yeah.
What we get instead was Tim Allen like, I'm on the set there, I'm dressed as Santa, but then all these fucking kids come up, and they're just fucking surrounding me. I'm like, God, get the fuck away from me, you little shits. And I go up to my agent, and I say to him, whatever his agent's name is, get these fucking kids away from me. I can't stand fucking kids. Shit. And we're all cracking up, because this is Tim the Tool Man Taylor just raging out on stage at the casino.
He's like very into it. He's like, no, I hate these kids.
Yeah. So it was a good stand-up, but if I had to describe it in one word, 2 words, pure rage. In a way, God, who's that guy from not Home Improvement, America's Funniest Home Videos?
Bob Saget?
Yeah, it's kind of like Bob Saget.
Okay, yeah. So
Bob Saget, he's known for like his kid-friendly
you have like an
stuff.
image of what he would be like, or you kind of like create an image of like what you think he would be like, and then you go see.
Yeah,
and you're like, he's not the
it's all based on like the family-friendly media that he's done. But then Bob Saget, you get in there, he does all these dirty jokes like, "You ever suck a transvestite's dick for $1?"
What was that one line he had? Wasn't it in Half Baked? You ever suck dick for coke?
He was in Half. He was in Half Baked.
He had like one line in there.
I do remember that.
Yeah,
now.
he had one line in there.
Oh man.
You ever suck dick? What was it? Dick for coke? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. He had a line in there.
Oh yeah, I do remember that now. Yeah, I think they even showed that as like a clip on the roast of Bob Saget. You know how they show like an intro clip before they begin the show.
Yes.
Yeah, there's Bob Saget talking about sucking dick.
Let's see. Christmas toys, Christmas gifts. I remember some of my Christmas gifts. Like there's some that really stand out to me where I'm like, oh yeah, that was a badass gift. And there's other ones where I'm like, okay, that wasn't a badass gift. That was not a cool gift at all. In my family, my grandma always, she gave gifts, but I don't think she knew how to buy gifts for a little child in the 90s, because my grandma worked at Kmart for like years, and she would get like VHS tapes on clearance and like have these movies, and she would just like put them away, and then like whenever Christmas rolled around, like me and my cousins would get these weird tapes, and I remember some of them because I would always like not have flashbacks, but I would remember weird things from the movies, and I'm like, was that really a movie? And I was like, no, it couldn't have been. I was like, there's no way it was.
Is it just a gentle memory that comes up when you're bored? Or is it like PTSD, Vietnam?
Well, it's more like random. Like somebody will say something. I was like, wait a second. I was like, I remember a dog saying something about that one time. I was like, I don't think so. Maybe. There was this one cartoon though that really stands out to me. Is like, I try to remember the most of them because my grandma would give us these tapes and like we would have to act that we really enjoyed them. So we're like, yeah, they're great. We'll watch them later. And then of course we'd watch them later and be like, what the hell is this? And like we're not watching that. We're gonna watch Toy Story. That's a lot more fun than this weird Hanna-Barbera cartoon on Black Beauty or whatever. But I remember.
Don't you diss Black Beauty? I loved that shit back when I was a little kid.
Did you have
with Lassie?
Did you have the cartoon one? There was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
I don't remember that.
On Black Beauty.
I remember a children's book.
Okay.
And
then there was the movie. There was the live action movie.
And holy shit, I kid you not, this is like a pivotal moment in my childhood. I was a little kid then, obviously obsessed with like Black Beauty, Lassie.
Yeah.
Not really like comedy animals, but more like children's literature animals.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a way to describe them. But anyway, so I was asking my grandma, like, oh, Black Beauty real? She's like, no, it's just a story. She could just say, like, oh, numerous Black Beauties exist because black horses exist.
Yeah.
And back then I was obviously a little kid. I was raised Catholic and thus religious. So I literally prayed, I wish Black Beauty was real. And then for some reason I looked out, a while later, I look out the window, there's a black horse right in the middle grazing in my grandparents' front yard.
Yeah.
And I am freaking my fucking shit. I'm like, oh my God, Black Beauty!
He's right there.
Yeah, and
I try. He's right there.
You know, like I'm freaking out. You know, I bring him to there. I bring him there, and I try running out, and my grandpa just grabs the back of there, says, "You stay here."
Yeah.
And he goes out, and I'm like pressed up against the window. You know, that watching this.
You're like, don't take this away from me.
Yeah,
don't kill this dream.
And this was at night too, so it was illuminated by like the outside lights, the moonlight, and the outside lights. It was really majestic, actually. I'm not kidding. It was majestic. It was a very majestic scene.
Yeah.
And it turns out that this horse escaped along with like a few others from like some nearby ranch, and a few of them like came up later, and like my grandpa had helped this guy herd them back.
Yeah.
So I just kept on praying afterwards, but it never happened. And then $1 million.
$1 million.
No,
Nothing.
If only.
Nothing.
And Black Beauty never came back, and that's when I started to curse God.
You gave me this horse, you took it away from me. Yeah, it was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, and it was called, it was Black Beauty.
Was it serious, or was it like goofy Hanna-Barbera?
No, it was like all these Hanna-Barbera cartoons that I got were like really serious. Like this one was, it's basically like like life sucks. That's pretty much the whole movie. It's like so Black Beauty's born. He gets taken away from his mother. He gets sold to a horse trader. Then the horse trader sells him to another guy, and it's basically like he keeps changing hands to these different owners, and like some are really cool, some are assholes. Then like a couple of his friends die at some point in there. Then his one master that he really liked, he ends up dying. I forget how he dies, but he dies. And then he wants to make his way back home, so eventually at the end of the movie, he finds his way back home. He's like, the meadow. I remember the meadow. This is the meadow.
Did the horse talk? Or?
Yes, the horse talked, and it was the voice of... it was the voice of... I'm trying to think of the guy's name. Alan Young. Alan Young did... Mr. Ed. He did the Mr. Ed show.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Mr. Ed.
But his voice, though... yeah, but...
back in the meadow.
Yeah, but he did the voice of Scrooge McDuck. That's what people would probably know him from. He did the voice of Scrooge McDuck later on. And he also did... do you remember Beverly Hills Cop 3?
Yeah.
That horrible one?
Yeah.
Do you remember the one guy who was the like Walt Disney guy?
Yes.
It was that guy. Yeah, he did the voice of Scrooge McDuck, too.
Okay. Oh, I'm not going to try to create a label, but yeah, these were like, back in the day when like you had children's cartoons, children's animals like, Lassie, Black Beauty, The Fox and the Hound, Bambi even, where...
Depressing.
Yeah, they were depressing life lessons, yet they were endearing. It's not like now where like they just got wacky CGI Ice Age definitely. Animals. Just like, I mean, they're enjoyable movies, but they don't got like the same edge or even like the same drama as others.
Well, see, with the CGI movies, I think they're running out of animals and things to make a movie out of. I'm waiting for one on trees. They gotta do some CGI trees. I'm waiting for some CGI trees. You wait, it's gonna happen. 2018. It's gonna be a DreamWorks. It's gonna be a DreamWorks CGI tree movie.
Wait, there actually is?
No, I don't know. I just made that up, but it's probably gonna happen.
Well, if they do that, it's gotta be like wacky CGI where it's obviously cartoonish. It can't be like CGI where it's like actual trees. Hey, can you imagine if they did make like an
directed by Peter Jackson? You never know.
Oh, that actually is a good idea. He does got the tree thing down from Lord of the Rings.
Exactly.
No, I'm thinking about like, remember early '90s? They had like real life animals in films. Like, they talk, but it's kind of like you're hearing their thoughts. But they do that for trees, so it's like literally, I don't know. A little girl goes into the forest and she talks to the trees like, "Hello, Mr. Elm. What are you do? How are you doing today?" And then it just goes over to the tree, and then you got the voiceover. Nothing else.
You oxygen.
No movement.
What do you want?
The only movement maybe you'll see is like the wind blowing the branches, and they're implying that it's alive and magical. Anyway,
oh man.
Back to Christmas. Growing up here in Alpena, I think this is actually pretty magical for me. I think growing up here in Alpena for Christmas because. Well, being that we're a small town, we're getting better, I think. But
definitely.
But we're still pretty much a nowhere Northeast Michigan town.
We're not Traverse City.
Oh yeah.
Could have been Traverse City.
Yeah, we should be more like Traverse City. I actually got into a argument a little bit back in the day with a mutual friend of ours, Victor Kahn, about that. And hey Victor, if you're listening, I would like to have you on as a guest, man. But anyway,
you gotta have like a guest list.
I do.
Like,
I actually do have a guest list. You were like a second after my editor Zach Elmblad.
Gotcha.
And I actually, I'm gonna make you feel super special right now. But I actually wanted this to be the second episode. Okay. I tried to do a first episode with Zach because he's basically like my best friend in Kalamazoo. He's also my editor. I put out Hub Jamboree through his group, the Elmblad.
So you got like that tight bond. You got a very tight bond.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I actually kind of view him in a Hunter S. Thompson, Dr. Gonzo kind of way.
Okay.
Whereas we're all Duke, the character. Duke had, his attorney. I have my editor.
Yeah.
But, God, this holiday season at work was just... We only had, 2 official days off up until this very weekend, which is why I'm here. So, so basically from November up until now, it was just going hard, working Saturday and Sundays included. So I literally could not get over there to podcast with him because I was too tired.
Yeah.
Anyway, God, let's just get this Christmas out of the way so we can talk about other shit. Okay, anyway, Alpena's a boring nowhere town, so being the imaginative child and person that I still am, I kind of viewed it in an imaginative Christmas special light.
Okay.
Which, if you go around Alpena, especially at night, yeah, it kind of does look like that with the trees and the lighting, even the snow.
Well, there used to be better lighting years ago. I think back in the day, more people took pride in lighting because it was such a process to put up these lights. Like nowadays, people they got that weird LED. Have you seen that thing? You stick it in the ground and you just kind of cast a light on the wall of somebody's house. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah,
it's kind of there's not really a lot of thought involved into it. But there's that one house. Oh man, it's the one where they got it synced up to the music. Have you seen that one? Where when you drive by their house, you have to turn it to a certain radio station.
Oh, actually, that's in my neighborhood.
Okay.
Actually,
okay,
yeah.
Because that's the one house where I'm that one stands out to me. That's the one where you have to go to it.
Yeah, in my neighborhood, we're near St. John's Catholic Church.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, so around there then.
Yep, we live near that street, and that entire street is just filled. The people there are dedicated to it, and we know the guy that has the house with the radio station.
Okay.
My dad used to work with him at the cement plant. He retired a couple of years ago.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and he's quite a character, and he's a family friend, good guy, and he's the type of guy that, like I say, goes all out. He does the radio station. He'll put on a Santa outfit and barbecue outside. And if you're really lucky, he'll sometimes leave his window open, and you'll see him laying shirtless on the couch watching television.
A little something for the whole neighborhood.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Hartman.
Yeah. He's the one person where I was they took a lot of time. A lot of time and effort into that.
They're dedicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember asking my mom that when I was a kid, why don't we go all out with Christmas lights and shit?
Why does that man leave his shirt off when he's watching TV?
No,
I don't know.
No, we were too young to ask such sexualized questions at the time. And we do have Christmas decorations, but because it would, in the end, my dad would be the one putting it up, and it would just be like in the Simpsons episode where Homer's fucking around on it, he falls off the roof. Except for
I'm tired of putting up lights.
Yeah, except for whereas Homer would be dough, and then back on it, my dad would be like, motherfucker, cocksucking.
So some Tim Allen pure anger stand-up comedy.
No. My dad's anger Tim Allen's anger has nothing on my dad's anger. Seriously.
Isn't that true though? With everyone's dad, you're no man, my dad's the anger.
No. Yeah, he's calmed down in his old age, kind of like how I'm starting to calm down into my 30s.
Oh man.
Yeah. Two other reasons too is because this brings back my big Christmas memories. Is obviously we have our large family gatherings, which has kind of dissipated over the years due to all of us just growing up and going our separate ways.
Yeah, and then some family members die off too.
Yeah, there's
some
that.
are too far away to
there's that.
come back to town and everything.
Yeah, and video games. God, I have a lot. That's actually to my brother, if you're listening to this, feel free to correct me later. But I think that was our first major Christmas gift was Super Nintendo. Yep, came with Super Mario World, play the shit out of that. Got a few other games. We even had God, what was that thing called? It was like the big gun you could put on your shoulder.
Oh, the Super Scope
yeah,
6.
We had the Super Scope,
yeah.
but we had no fucking idea how to use it because we were little kids.
You're like, it looks cool. It looks cool.
Yeah,
so pretend it works.
So it just became like a play thing. So if we like played war with each other, we had our toy guns, and then like we'd have our.
Got a bazooka.
Well, we didn't think of it as a bazooka. We thought of it as like a laser cannon or some shit. And
you gotta use your imagination on something.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what made Christmas really good for me is that when I was growing up, because it kind of fed into my imagination, and Alpena kind of fits that imaginary Christmas small town that you see in like your Hallmark films and that. And the last few years, holidays have sucked for me these past 4 years. And it's all because of my job. It's just all this.
Is it one of those jobs where, like, they don't really care about, like, holidays and stuff like that? They're like, no, we're going to stay open forever.
Oh, yeah. They care about holidays, but they will work you forever. And yeah, so every year if you pay attention to my Facebook, I will either reshare a previous post or I will make a new post saying, I fucking hate the holidays. And I'll just get a shit ton of likes from my equally minded, cynical, hateful friends. And my all-time favorite Christmas song, and I'll post it again this year, probably right on Christmas Day, Everclear's I'll Be Hating You for Christmas.
Oh, man. My friend gave me a shot of Everclear one time. That didn't end out too well.
Oh, God.
That was bad. I didn't even know what it was.
The band Everclear is great. It's the drink that's horrible. I did try Everclear, like a shot of it, after I saw Shoe Nice chug it. You ever see that?
No.
Holy shit.
No.
Okay, folks. Honestly, if you're listening, I am recording this on a Lenovo IdeaPad 110S. Put in the comments section whether I have a good computer or absolute garbage computer based on your stupid perceptions I don't give a fuck about. But anyway, one of the things I actually wanted to get this computer for was, one of my inspirations is the Joe Rogan Experience.
Okay, yeah.
And Joe Rogan's always doing that too. Like, he's shown videos to like his guests and that, and they react to it. Usually he has like his co-hosts, like, Jamie, pull that up.
Yeah.
And it's always something stupid, like, conspiracy theory or like an ape attacking a woman or something. This I gotta show you then.
All right, so it's a movie. Is it a movie? TV show?
No, it's a clip.
It's a clip, okay.
Yeah, this guy's name is Shoe Nice. He's an internet personality.
Okay.
He's a fuck-up homeless dude. And,
then again, aren't all YouTube celebrities at some point?
And, yeah, I guess so. But anyway, his big thing is that basically he can consume anything and not get sick.
Okay.
Or if he does get sick, it's very minimal. It's not like us where, the video I'm going to show you, he chugs an entire bottle of Everclear.
Okay.
One hit. If you and I were to do this, we'd
They'd
probably...
be dead.
Or at very least we'd be going to the hospital.
So he's like a superhero then.
See, yeah, Everclear bottle slammed in 13 seconds. All caps,
13 seconds, okay.
Yeah, there he is. He's Shoe Nice.
Okay.
By the way, like I said, he's homeless, but he lives from motel to motel.
Okay, so he's a little bit classier. He's not just like homeless. He's like,
he's got
where the heart is.
He's got YouTube fame.
Okay.
But as you can see in like the little
thumbnail. Yeah.
Thank you for correcting me on these terms.
I'm on YouTube all the time, so this is like my thing.
I want to get to that in a sec, but but yeah, if you see from the thumbnail, he vandalizes his hotel rooms by like painting it. Okay, here we go.
All right.
In all caps, Everclear bottle slammed in 13 seconds. Let's do this.
Hey everyone, Shoe Nice again. I like your vid to end all vids. You guys are ridiculous, Jonas.
He looks like a very well-fed homeless man.
He also, people send him shit too. Like they sent this.
That's what I love about these YouTube videos. They just send him shit all the time to try. Like,
Yep.
Anybody can do it. Like,
Yep. And also, two other things. He loves the color blue, especially light blue.
okay.
And according to him, he has done it a couple times, but he barely ever blinks.
So I'm sure there's people that have watched these videos and they're like, wait a second, we're going to put a compilation together of all the times he blinked.
Maybe, but he
2
says
seconds.
he said he does that because he feels it's more engaging towards the audience. If you keep a fucking creepy stare at you,
Makes sense. I mean, it makes sense if you think about it.
Yeah, he's a YouTube genius. Okay.
See, I wonder what proof this is because I heard that you can only get.
Here we go.
Overconsumption.
180?
190.
Okay, yeah.
Wait,
He must
wait.
have got that from out of.
85% alcohol.
Yep.
Someone sent this to him in the mail. Hey, she nice chugged it.
Your mark. Get set. Should I?
Here we go.
What a champ.
Man.
You can do it.
He's dying. He's dying inside.
Oh, God. Why is he holding his nose, I wonder?
I don't know. That's like some like little trick he's got.
I'm right. Alright, people, I got standby. I didn't want to go over 1 minute on this video. Thank you.
He's got
What?
some white teeth for a homeless man.
Wait, did he slam that entire thing?
I don't know. It was kind of quick.
Yeah. I mean,
That was kind of quick.
I mean, he's attributed it to like him not having like a gag reflex or
But still, I mean, even if he did more than a shot, like,
well,
that's
he's
still
done
kind of crazy to
yeah.
me.
Yeah, this is someone else's video. Like they stole it from his channel, but he does have his own like Shoe Night slams Fireball Cinnamon whiskey in the library. Dude, we're in a library. We should have bought some alcohol.
Oh my God! Have you
can't-
seen those YouTube? There's that guy from Alpena, John the Picker. Have you seen?
Oh,
those?
holy shit! That's why I wanted to bring up too.
Oh, man.
There's so many topics I wanted to bring up in this podcast. But yeah, well, to finish up here on
Okay.
Shoe Nice, yeah, check him out. More of it. He will eat and slam anything from Fireball to vodka to eating a can of dip.
Man.
He's a madman. Anyway, John Picker kind of brings into like another thing I wanted to say about you. You know, we know each other since high school, and being the imaginative writer that I am, I live in Grand Rapids now, and I have had during times of boredom or whatever thought about what my life would be like if I was like still in Alpena, still in northern Michigan. I think of two scenarios.
Okay.
One, reclusive alcoholic, like
Which
a
is
Charles
like,
Bukowski type, because I would just be so sad and angry that I failed and still living in Alpena, no relationships, no friends,
Yeah.
probably suicidal.
Yeah.
Or two, I could be like you, in which you're really energetic, you really like to take on different projects, and I will. Maybe the right word is make the best of it. You know, I think that's kind of condescending, but yeah, you make videos, you make music under the name the Pyramid Lovers, and you even do like YouTube live streams, like you live stream eating at Wednesday's.
Oh yeah, just weird shit. I don't know, the thing for me is like when I moved back here, Like, it was pretty depressing for a while, but then I realized, like, yeah, sure, there's people that, like, move away and do their own thing, but, like, they're in debt. Like for me, is like, when I moved away, like, it was like I was going to my job to make enough money to keep my apartment so I could go back to my job to make enough money to get, like, it was just like a never-ending circle of just, like, bullshit. I was like, and, like, I was like, that's not a life. I was like, I don't want to do that. I was like, I'll just move back to where I can, like, get my feet in the ground, and I was like, I can actually save money. I could actually work on things I've always wanted to work on. Just random stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Not be poor. I don't want to be poor. Who wants to be poor? Being poor sucks.
Hey, it's not all that bad. Look at Shoe Nice. It worked out for him. No, but yeah, I do find you very inspirational and interesting in that way.
Thank you.
Is that very creative, very driven, and if I were in Alpena and somehow I still maintain my sanity, I do think I would kind of be like you in that sense.
I try to keep a positive attitude on everything because it's I don't know, because like some people you'll meet and they're just very negative all the time. They're very negative, and like nothing ever works out for them. Like, their lives suck. Like, they never have anything good happen to them. It just seems like nothing bad.
Well, I will admit too is that my vision of life, I guess, say, is clouded because I do admit that I am a negative person. I do try to become better. I think I am better than when I was like teens and early 20s.
I mean, everybody goes through like a phase where like they hate everything. like for example, I dislike Alpena. Oh yeah.
But I don't hate it like I used to.
The way that I bring up to people is like, it's not that I dislike Alpena. I don't like the people in this town.
Oh yeah, the people in this town are fucking
it's the people.
Horrible.
Like this town isn't bad. Like, I mean, if there was like more like-minded people, like we actually got a Meyer now, which is weird. Like, we're actually starting to like build up stuff. Like the did you see the Holiday Inn we got?
Oh yes.
Yeah, like they built the Holiday Inn. Like they're starting to get more stuff than we used to.
I know. I am so glad that came up because I'm like, do it because that's kind of one of those. No, it's location and just the type of business it is. It's the type of thing where once that comes up, other things will sprout up.
Yeah,
around
exactly.
it.
There's more opportunity where it's like more of these like older people like didn't want change, and like I can understand that because it's terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, who wants to change? But at the same time, it's like you got to change. Like, you got to like start making new stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. That was a constant thing growing up for me. Is that I would say. I'm exaggerating here, but we're basically controlled by the senior citizens around here who, because of some fucking travel website that declared Alpena like one of the best retirement towns in the nation.
They all flocked here.
Yeah, then they're like, this is a retirement town. I'm like, this is technically the biggest town on this side of the state in Northeast Michigan.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like,
go if you want retirement, go to like Atlanta or Hillman, where you're from.
Yeah, go to Hillman or go to Sheboygan.
Basically go to one of these smaller places, not a big place like Alpena, which we do have the potential if we want to basically become like Traverse City.
That's what I'm saying though, because Traverse City is like directly right across from us. Like, it's
I know,
like either
it's like night and day.
Yeah, I mean, even Gaylord's been built up.
Oh yeah.
Like, have you been through? Well, I mean,
I passed in
a snowstorm.
Yeah, I passed through there last night, and as I'm like white knuckling through the storm, I'm like looking around like, there's a B-Dubs, there's that. Holy shit.
Yeah, they got a Five Guys now.
Yep.
They have a Panera Bread.
They got Tim Hortons even.
They got everything. Like,
we got Canadian business up in Gaylord.
Yeah. Well, it's because I-75 is right there. Like, if we had I-75 going through us, like. Yeah, we would be like that.
Isn't Alpena, I don't think it's a Starbucks, but some other place that's coming in.
Oh, there's a, down the road a little bit. It's Tim Horton. Not Tim Horton. Big B.
Big B, yeah, Big B.
Yeah. Because people were all mad. They were like, they're going to take away the business from the coffee. I'm like,
no, it
Big
won't.
B's a Michigan-based like, what are you doing?
Well, first of all, there actually is room in Alpena for two different coffee places. You'll have your local place. Then you'll have your big corporate place.
Yeah. Well, we got Cabin Creek. We got the one on the mall. Yeah. And there's one downtown.
Cabin Creek. Yeah, that's going to stay around.
Yeah, that ain't going out of business. I don't know why people are so upset about that. That ain't going anywhere.
Not get too much into politics, but I consider myself a leftist and heavily influenced by anarchist and socialist views, which means I'm anti-corporate, and I still am very much.
Yeah.
I could rant for hours about that. But, Alpena's the one place where I'm like, okay, you know what? Fuck corporations, except for Alpena. We need these corporations in order to bring in business and to make this place actually interesting.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's always good to have competition in some aspect. Because there's really no other coffee places around here besides McDonald's. I mean, generic. But there really is no coffee place besides Cabin Creek.
Yeah, Cabin Creek.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and so unless you get like a whole bunch of them popping up out everywhere, Cabin Creek's gonna be good.
I mean, the thing is too is like people don't realize is like we had Cabin Creek and we had Dunkin' Donuts. Like nobody complained back then because it was either you're gonna go to Dunkin' Donuts or you're not.
Yeah, but the thing is that Big B is going to be here in downtown in proximity. Whereas Dunkin',
it's pretty close. Yeah, close.
Whereas Dunkin' is right out of town.
Yeah, this one's more accessible because it's like right off the road. It's right on the corner. It's going to be right on the corner there.
I mean, there is enough room. I mean, we got 3 McDonald's. We got, $3 Generals now?
There's 3. Yeah, there's 3 of them.
So believe me, Alpena has room, people. Accept your corporate overlords and actually make Alpena interesting for once.
Well, the cool thing too about Alpena is I noticed they've been really tearing down a lot of these like old buildings that are just like abandoned and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
the power plant, they tore that down.
Yes. Mike's Hardware, they tore it down. What else did they tear down? Oh, the Alpena Motel.
Wait,
out on 23, on 23 South.
Oh, is that
by Nick's? Remember where Big Lots?
Yeah.
Big Lots
yeah.
Is?
Now
right
I
across.
know. Yeah. When was the last time that place was even open?
My parents told me it was open in like the 80s. That was like the last time it was actually opened.
That's another great thing about Alpena, folks, is that especially with the way things are, prices are rising, gentrification, is that Alpena is still one of those places where you can find like a nondescript, basically crack motel.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like if you're an outlaw hiding from the cops, or like, or like I don't know, the Hell's Angels or the Aryan Brotherhood are looking for you for snitching on them, you can hide out in Alpena, no problem.
It's probably messed up about that. There's probably some weird like witness protection.
Yeah.
It's not a retirement community. It's a witness protection program.
You don't even need witness protection. No one's going to come here.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, this guy snitched out on us and sent our leader to jail. Where should we look? He may be in Detroit. Yeah, he may. I think he has family there. Well, Grand Rapids. Yeah, he used to live there. He may still have connections. What about Alpena? Alpenis. Yeah. Where the fuck is that?
Yeah, where's that at? Is that by Traverse City? No, it's completely the opposite. Oh, okay. Perfect.
Oh, well.
It's by the water. Perfect.
Okay. Well, let's look at Traverse City. Why the fuck would we go to Alpena? Algina. Actually, I already have the perfect title for this podcast.
Yeah, what's that? Oh, no, you know what? No, don't even spoil it. Just
I'll tell you off air. And
right.
I'll also
post it on there.
I'll also show you the outro music that I plan on using.
Okay, cool.
Which is another thing, a little bit of spoiler. I will use the song I asked for permission to use from you in the future, because I would like to have you on the podcast again.
Yeah.
But since this is Christmas, I have a perfect Christmas song. No, it's not Everclear. I wish I could get that, but I know that I would just get bombed with copyrights.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because I want to put this up on YouTube and SoundCloud and that.
Well, when you play the music, you just speed it up a little bit, or you slow it down a little bit. Have you seen that stuff? Like when you go on YouTube and they're like, it's the movie. It's the whole movie. You can watch the whole movie, but it's in a little box in the corner.
Yep,
a little tiny box in the corner. Yep. If you sped the voice up just a little bit.
Or like they'll mirror it.
Oh, yeah.
Or reaction videos like Samurai Jack Adult Swim made like a final season of it.
Okay, that's what I heard.
Yeah, it's a really great season. You should check
Yeah.
it out. Though I think the ending's garbage. But yeah, that's how I watched it, is that people would just make reaction videos, and like I would watch in the corner, and the worst ones were the people who were always just like, "Oh, Jack, no shit, man." But the best ones were like the guys who just sit there and like they'll be like, "Ooh," or "LOL," or no, at appropriate times. They're
And
just
you're like,
not,
good, I can watch my show now.
dude. There's a
I can
great
watch my show in the
yeah,
corner.
yeah. You know, I don't got cable. You know, Cartoon Network / Adult Swim won't put their shit on Netflix. So
I think
fuck
they
you.
do it on Hulu. I think they do it on Hulu.
I know.
If I'm not mistaken.
Maybe, but I can't afford more than one service here.
Either one or the other.
Especially with the death of net neutrality, which is another great time to start a new podcast too, when they literally nearly killed the internet.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, time to start a new podcast.
Well, you know what's weird about that? It seems like every like 3 or 4 years, there's always like something that pops up, and it's like the internet. It's going to not be what it used to be.
Well, it's just like every art criticism, you know, you're not going to see changes right away.
Yeah.
They're going to creep it in. So, what's some more great stuff to talk about? We're going on 56 minutes here.
Oh, we can keep going, man. We can go for
Oh.
hours, dude. We can go for hours.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's give it our half hour. But, anyway, yeah, you did, yeah, after lavishing all that praise upon you, yeah, let's talk about some of our Alpena figures.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
well,
we were talking about John Picker.
John Picker.
Adam, would you like to describe who John Picker is?
John Picker is a man who drives around in his truck with a handy cam, and he talks about how he's going to scrap down some metal from fans he finds and what other. But the catchphrase is, though, you have to put a ski at the end of everything you say. Like,
Ski?
holy shit, ski. We got me another fan ski.
Wait, is he really Polish?
I don't know what he is. I met him once. I met him once on accident. I wanted to open an arcade here in Alpena a long time ago. So I had all these arcade machines.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yes,
I came home one time, and then before I went home, I saw on social media, I'm like, crap, I could have gone there that weekend.
I had like 8 arcade machines, and like I kept buying them, and I was holding on to them, and I was like, it'd be a good idea, but I got to drop all this money into it. And actually, somebody, do you know Brandon Schuelke at all?
No, I don't.
Okay.
That's another thing too, is that with me at least, I can remember faces and figures,
gotcha.
but sometimes names escape me.
Yeah, he's actually putting together like a arcade, like bar restaurant thing.
Oh, really?
Like in the downtown area, like here, and like.
Oh, no, that is awesome.
Yeah, like he's actually talking about putting together, and I was like, dude, that would be like it. Man, that'd be awesome. Like, I would totally go to that. And he was showing me like all the arcade machines he's been buying. Like, he's been getting them off Craigslist and like stuff like that. That's where I got them from. I got them from Craigslist. You'd be surprised how cheap you can get them off of Craigslist. But
Yeah.
Craigslist is terrifying.
Oh yeah, I should know.
It's very terrifying.
I should know. I often date and or have casual encounters through there. I have some good stories and I have some bad stories. Let's say that for another podcast.
Yeah.
But a bar arcade would probably work great around Alpena. I mean,
definitely.
in Grand Rapids we got Stella's Lounge.
Okay, and then in Lansing they got Pinball Pete's, but that's just an arcade. It's not a bar. Or
Yeah,
anything
and
with a-
well, in Traverse City it's not a bar, but they do got arcade like right downtown.
Okay.
But besides arcade games, you can purchase for a pass for like an all day or an hour or whatever. Then you could play like Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo games.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a really great setup. I went there once, and they know what they're doing. It's legit.
You remember 2-Bit Operation?
Oh yes, I remember
Okay.
2-Bit.
So 2-Bit Operation, Brandon, the guy who's opening the arcade, he saw me at the bar or something. And he
Dude,
goes,
that would be a perfect name for the business. 2-Bit Operation.
I asked him about it, and I think he said, like, the guy still holds the name or something like that. Like,
Why?
some weird, yeah, like
It's been like over 20 years.
But the guy still holds on to the sign and everything. Like, he's got the name. Like, he was, so this Brandon guy, he comes up to me and he's like, hold out your hand. I was like, okay, whatever. He gives me a whole bunch of 2-bit operation tokens. He's like, I got bags of them.
Oh,
I got bags
dude.
I got thousands of them. And I guess he was talking to the guy that actually ran 2-bit operation. Like, he bought a whole bunch of machines from him, and like this guy
They just came with them, tokens?
And there was like tokens in the machines and everything. And like this guy just had all of these tokens and stuff, and just holding on to all of it. And
dude, and you probably don't have one on you now, right?
No, I don't.
Dude,
no.
next
I
time,
got one at home
dude,
somewhere.
next time we podcast, please bring me one. I will pay you money for one token. Please, sir, can I have one token?
That's my Christmas gift.
But no, I would suggest that if the guy who's going to set up this arcade bar here in Alpena, if you're listening, as you should, somehow get the rights to the 2-bit operation, and if you can't, say fuck that guy and call it like 3-bit operation or something.
Yeah, I guess he's actually got like funding and stuff. Like, I was really surprised. I'm like, well, holy shit, because like my problem was like I wanted to do it. I was like, it's fun. It's like when you have an idea, you'll talk about it, and people are like, oh my god, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. But then as soon as money comes in the situation, they're like, you know what? It's a good idea, but I don't think I'm gonna be a part of it. I'm like, okay, so yeah, I had all these arcade machines, and I ended up selling them.
Pussy.
Yeah, and I kept one of them. I kept Frogger. That's like the only one I kept.
Really? Frogger?
Yeah.
Not Galaga or Miss Pac-Man?
I had a weird collection of them. I had Frogger. I had Pac-Mania.
Wait, Pac-Mania? Which one's that?
It's like this. It's basically Pac-Man with like a weird like pseudo 3D graphic.
Oh. Like,
it's like overhead. It's like an overhead kind of to the.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, and he can jump. Pac-Man can jump in it.
Wait, does he have like his arms and legs in this one?
No.
Okay, like they show him now.
Yeah. Now it's just a ball, but he jumps. And then I had a golf game. I had a Marvel game. It wasn't the Marvel arcade game. It was like a sequel to that.
Not Marvel vs. Capcom?
No, but I did have Marvel vs. Capcom. That's the one that everybody's like, you gotta have Marvel vs. Capcom. You gotta have Marvel vs. Capcom. I never played it. I had no idea what the hell it was. And I found one. I found one on Craigslist out of like Battle Creek. There was this guy who had like 40 pinball machines or something in his basement. Like, this is what the guy did. He just collected pinball machines. And like,
very healthy lifestyle.
He was actually like a school teacher too, which was weird. Like, he was a school teacher. He had pinball machines. And I bought it from him, the Marvel vs. Capcom machine, and everybody was like, you gotta have it. And I wrecked it on accident. My friend was gonna help me move it. So don't move an arcade machine by yourself. Do not move it by yourself. You will wreck it.
Life advice by Adam.
Oh my god. Adam. The Frogger one I moved was perfectly fine. It was about 300 pounds, but I mean, you could kind of like. It was like the size of a refrigerator. You can kind of move it around. Like, that one I moved by myself. This Marvel vs. Capcom had like a 32-inch television in it, but it's not just like a TV. It's a CRT monitor, so it's very heavy. And I tried moving it by myself, and I tripped. I fell onto it. I broke the monitor, and that was like $500 for the whole thing, plus driving from Alpena all the way to like Battle Creek and back. Like,
oh, the pain.
Yeah, it was awful. So I ended up.
Did you at least, when you went to Battle Creek?
Yes.
Did you at least get some cereal while you were there?
No, I did not.
Well,
actually,
you don't need to eat the cereal because you'll smell it.
Yeah.
And you'll smell it so much that it'll pretty much be equal to consuming a bowl.
It'll be diabetes. Diabetes forever. So I sold the board out of it, just the board, to a guy in the UP. That machine was all over the place. It was all over the place. And after that, I was like, you know what? I'm done with this arcade thing. I'm completely done.
What about other classics like, The Simpsons or The Avengers?
Every once in a while, you would see them pop up on Craigslist, but like they were gone like that.
Because those are like the okay, like Frogger or Pac-Man, those are classics, no, without a doubt. But The Simpsons, the Avengers, those ones are like the real good ones.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, no, they still have Avengers one at the mall.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
They had it's right next to Cabin Creek.
I don't know what they're doing with that arcade.
Well,
it's like the mall arcade. I don't know what they were doing because they had it open for a while where there was maybe 5 or 6 games in there.
Yeah.
And now it's there's 2 in there.
Gradually getting smaller.
Yeah, there's 2 in there now.
I don't think it was official arcade. I think it was just a space that they have, and
that makes sense.
Maybe these were in their back stores, and they're like, "Fuck it, let's try to get some quarters."
Maybe. Yeah, something.
So let's just put them out there. It makes sense.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And
if I were them, if there's no space, they should just spread them out throughout the mall.
Yeah.
Just find some random outlet that's never being used, and just plug the machine in there.
That would make sense. So there isn't just a big black hole.
Or just I don't know, have chaotic games do something with them this machine's sponsored by Chaotic Games, located at this part of the mall.
Yeah.
Chaotic Games, get back at me on that original idea.
Hashtag free publicity. Hashtag.
Dude, I should do. Yeah, another one of my favorite podcasts is the Doug Stanhope podcast. And he has all these fake sponsorships. He'll just find a random laundromat or something and be like, this podcast is sponsored by Tim's Laundromat in San Francisco, California. And they'll do a obviously fake promo.
Yeah.
I should do something like that for Alpena businesses. This one's sponsored by Chaotic Games.
There was my friend one time. He was trying to think of slogans and shit for bars around here, and the one he came up with, what the hell was it? It was come on down to Joe's bar. Nobody else will. And I was like, perfect,
dude. Don't you diss Joe's bar? My aunt works there, and she's lovely.
Have you been to Joe's bar?
Oh yeah, plenty of
I've
time.
been once. I will never go back again. It was terrifying.
I have a fun time. There's actually another Alpena figure that I saw there back in October that I want to talk about. But anyway, let's get back to John Picker.
All right, so John Picker, so I ended up selling him an arcade machine. I sold him 2. I sold him a WWF, well not WWE, WWF WrestleMania.
Was this the original really cartoony
This was
one?
it has
the honky tonk man and
yes.
Yep, I remember playing that one.
I sold him that one. And then a golf game. And I remember the guy's voice sounded familiar because you never see the guy in these videos. He's always carrying the camera. You never see his face. And he kept talking, and I was like, you sound very familiar. He's like, oh yeah, I got a YouTube show, and I was like, John Picker?
Are you John Picker?
He's like, yeah, that's me. And I was like, holy shit. Holy shit, Ski.
Should have been are you John Wick? No, John Pick.
And yeah, in a couple of his videos, you could see the arcade machines in the background. It's there's more arcade machines in there. Okay, cool. Yeah. And again, not to insult you, but you and John actually are alike a lot. Like I said, you both have that creative energy. You both have that way of making the best of things here in Alpena. Mm-hmm.
So that was my first thing that struck me when I first saw his videos. I'm like, wow, this guy's very Adamish. And the second thing was just that, okay, you obviously get excited about things around here, and you make stuff of it. Like I said, you did a live stream of you eating Wendy's one morning.
Yeah, usually at I remember when Facebook Live came out, I was like, this is genius. I was like, this is genius. I was like, I can go live at any moment now.
But here's the difference between you and John Picker, I think. You are a reasonable man.
Well, he's a redneck.
Well, that's
he scraps for money.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not just scrapping, but he gets overly excited about shit that you really shouldn't get that excited over.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I remember one time I saw a post where he apparently went to Traverse City and went to Hot Topic, at the mall there.
Yeah.
He got Tupac t-shirts on discount.
Oh, God.
So he's got like all these really crappy Tupac T-shirts that look like they were screened from like a third-party company in obvious violation of copyright.
Yeah.
He's like, I fucking love Tupac, favorite rapper of all time.
Oh, my God.
There's another video on his YouTube channel of like some posing truck derby or something.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw that one.
Yeah, he is just geeked the fuck out.
Well, what I don't get about his videos is, like, now they're, like, an hour or too long. I was like, nobody's going to watch your hour and a half video of you going through the trash. Like,
has he, like...
Oh, my God.
Well, has he ever found anything that's, like, overly interesting?
Well, that's what gets me mad about him is, like...
It gets you mad.
Yeah, it does get me mad because he's one of those guys that ruins garage sales for people. Because do you remember years ago when you would go to a garage sale and sometimes people... No. You know what? Cell phones ruin garage sales. Because if you think about it...
Explain.
Years ago you would go to a garage sale and sometimes you had to guess what you thought the price of a certain item would be. You'd be like, I don't know, 50 cents, whatever. You're going to sell for 50 cents. Nowadays, everybody is a appraisal expert with their cell phone. They're like, well, I saw it on eBay. It's sold on eBay for $100. It's $100 on eBay right now, so I'm going to charge $95 for it because like the $5 shipping.
I know what you're talking about.
And people just become assholes, and they're like, well, I saw it on eBay, and I'm like, dude, it doesn't. Like, you have to check eBay, like how many actually sold for that price on eBay. Like these people don't understand that.
Like they watch a season of American Pickers and they think they're like
they
those
see American
dudes.
Look, that tin sign out back that was Pepsi, it's like $1,000. I saw it on American Picker. It's like, what are you talking about? Or like Hardcore Pawn or
oh god, I love Hardcore Pawn. It was so fake.
Oh my god,
yeah, it was interesting.
And what's the other one? The classy one on the History Channel. Oh my god,
I forget the name.
LA,
of it.
the one not from LA.
No,
the one
from Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Oh, I forget the name of it, but my dad's a huge fan of it.
That show's goofy too. Like you watch it,
I know.
Like, what man?
It's a great meme now.
Oh yeah,
here's my shop, and you never know what's gonna come through that door. And then like,
you guys got Battletoads? Battletoads? Have you seen that?
Battletoads.
That's like a big thing on the internet. Is like these kids would call up that pawn shop and ask for Battletoads because
I think I've heard this.
Because in an episode there was a NES Battletoads game in the corner of the screen, like in an office, and for whatever reason they were like, "Why is this at?"
American Pawn?
Yeah, they're like, why is this there? And I guess people would just call up and just like harass them all the time asking for Battletoads. And like it would get down to the point where like people would record the calls with the guy and he would just be like, dude, you gotta stop, like you gotta stop, please. Like it's a Saturday night, like go do something. Stop calling me.
Why are you picking up on a Saturday night? That's a better question. But yeah.
But yeah, garage sales ruined, or cell phones ruined garage sales.
Very quickly, last year my parents went to Las Vegas with some friends for a vacation. Mm-hmm. My dad's a big fan of American Pawn. He loves that show,
there?
Just like American Pickers. Yeah, he goes to like, because that's like a tourist destination.
Yeah, and the thing too, it's not even like a store, isn't it? It's just
no,
like
it isn't.
It's like a tourist trap. It's
like he goes in there.
And stuff.
He's expecting like to see all the stuff in there. Maybe
see Chumley and stuff.
Yeah, he goes in there and there's nothing in there. It's like it's very small. They have like cutouts of like the main characters and the hosts.
Well, I mean, pretty much the main characters.
Yeah, they have like cutouts, and my dad's asking like, "Where is everything? What the fuck's going on?" They're like, "Oh no, it's not actually filmed here." He was very pissed. Like he was Tim Allen levels of rage.
What a letdown, man! What a letdown! You go all the way out there.
And even better is that this was a little bit ways out of Las Vegas proper.
Okay, so it wasn't just like a hop, skip, and away. It was like...
Well, that's the thing, though, is that it was far out, and they try to hail a cab, but it wasn't so far away that the cab could really make money off it. Mm-hmm. So they didn't want to give my parents and their friends a ride. And they're out in the desert, and it's like, I need to get back to fucking Las Vegas. Anyway, so John Picker, maybe a nice guy in person, but
yeah, he's a nice guy in person, but like on his YouTube channel. Well, and the thing too with him is like he'll buy stuff. And he's like, I'm going to turn this profit around, and I'm going to make it this
Jesus
and that.
Christ.
And you're like, come on, dude, don't be an asshole. Like, I hate when people do that shit.
Well,
like,
even better is that I don't know how much you're on it. I'm not officially on it, but I do scour it. The hive of villainy in Alpena, just ladies and gentlemen, where the absolute scum of Alpena just congregate, is a little online forum called Alpena Topics.
I check it out once in a while just to see if I'm
here.
on there.
Same. I check it out too. Not as much because it's no longer really about Alpena. It's just it's just stupid shit.
It's like Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that. That's all they ever talk about. Or John the Picker. They talk about John the Picker.
Well, that's what I want to bring up too.
They talk about John the Picker all the time.
Yeah, all they do is bash John the Picker
or that Bob Powell guy.
Oh God, you just spoiled it because I wanted to bring him up. But anyway, finish off with John Picker. That's how I first became aware of him, was through Alpena Topics. People would make fun of him.
Oh my God, that's a horrible way to
people would make fun of him, but then all these different accounts would come on claiming to be John Picker.
Yeah, there's like a whole bunch.
And they would threaten lawsuits. They would say they would threaten violence.
Yeah.
Maybe something vaguely racist.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do not like. Like, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's like, oh, hey John, how about you go pick out another fucking toy car outfit, you queer. And then he'll get on. Yeah, you want to talk shit, but you won't say it to my fucking face. You know, I'll pound you in and then bring a lawsuit against you.
My favorite thing is when they pick out where he lives. They're like, he lives here, and I'm like, wow, holy shit, they're getting dark, man.
Yeah, can't we just have fun bashing each other without doxing you? But yeah, it can't be. I'm on maybe like one account on there is actually him replying. I'm pretty sure the rest of them are just people pretending to be him.
Well, what's funny is like how his videos changed after that. Like he got like, have you noticed that? Like with his videos, he'll like.
I haven't watched him in ages.
Okay, yeah, because there was some after the whole Alpena Topics thing. Like he'll get on there, and he'll like film himself reading like comments and stuff.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's done that too, and he's like, I'm gonna find them.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna find them.
I gotta look that up later.
Yeah, he's done a couple of those, and then people have like. Made up John Picker 2, John Picker 3, different YouTube channels, and they'll like copy his videos. I don't know. It's really weird. Like I don't know.
Like they did to you actually, with your T-Dub rap, T-Dubby rapping. People just
the T-Dub video. Some people like they would like take the video. Like I mean, some people do reaction videos. Like I can understand that, but then some people would just like take the video, just like. Play it again and again. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, they're just taking shit in order to monetize it. Ours did reactions, some did remixes.
It's weird. It's like the garbage dump of YouTube.
I know. I think I remember one. I can't ever find it again, but they did like a rap battle between T-Dub and Raindrop. You ever see that video?
No, I've never seen that one.
Oh, let's look that up. Basically, it's like considered like the worst rap battle ever.
Okay.
And
no, I've never seen that one.
It's between like these two young Caucasian high schoolers, and one of them, who has the worst, calls himself Raindrop.
Okay.
Rap. Before we get on to Bobby Powell, let's have you react to this. Here we go. World's worst rap battle. I love the beginning, too, because they show him getting into his locker. You can see his combination. So if you ever
find this kid, well, I mean, if you ever find a school, you could go into his locker.
That's Raindrop. Of course, it's off E-Bomb's World.
Of course.
And just this fish-eyed lens that they do here. That is quality.
Well, that's like classic, It's like classic early 2000s.
27... Mike Clampton.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't choke. There we go. You're gay. You can't get a girl anyway.
You suck fakes. Oh, all night that your face
He's
Yo. Dude, it can't even rhyme. What a crime. You're wearing a blue tee. Like, you can't mess with me. Yo. You suck. Bows along with pose. You're so gay that you
whoever's holding that camera, man.
you don't know what to say.
I don't know this kid, obviously,
Gay.
and I'm sure he's grown up, but he does not look good as a teenager.
Then again, who looked good as a teenager?
Well, thinking back of how I looked back then, I look like James Dean in comparison to this guy. He's kind of got like Star Wars kid level fame. God, fucking beats.
You have a bull on your shirt. You look like a bird from a cartoon. A coon.
Oh, racist.
And it ruins like
I don't think he meant that. Probably raccoon.
you live with raccoons.
But he's oh, there we go.
So you live with raccoons.
Hey,
you
you're
gotta
a-
specify.
But Raindrop, you are a white rapper. You need to acknowledge your privilege in this.
It's just like that one guy, Rappy McRapperson. Ever send you that thing?
Raindrop wins with his beautiful flows.
Rappy McRapperson from Bay City. And that Fanny Pack song? That's the song, Fanny Pack. That's the hit. Classic T-Dub Mario.
Let's just see if it's on here. I don't think it is. No, yeah. Yeah, it's
Raindrop is
not.
kill.
It's not
Nah,
on.
it's over.
It's not on here.
Okay. So they mashed up that video with the T-Dub video then?
Yeah, like they did like a fake rap battle, just so
Okay.
shit. Yeah. Fuck it. Let's get on to T-Dub. Adam, who is T-Dub?
All right, T-Dub is a rapper. I'm not going to give out his real name.
Yeah, don't do that.
T-Dub. I mean, you can actually find him on Facebook.
I have actually.
T-Dub is a rapper. Is a rapper. I don't know what he does anymore. He's always in jail, though. I know that. T-Dub was a rapper that back in 2009, he was rapping at the talent show here in Alpena.
Wait, 2009?
It was 2009, yeah.
Wait,
2000
I mean, I graduated 2006. You graduated 2007, I believe.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, it's
No.
like 2009. Because if you check the video, I think it's posted around like 2009.
I'm about to say, wait, what were you doing at a talent show in 2009?
Well, somebody told me that there was this guy rapping. He would rap and dance. And they're like, okay, well, they're going to do the talent show. Because whenever they do the talent show, they would do it for the classes during the day. And then at night, the public could come see the talent show. And they said, there's this guy who raps and dances. He break dances. And I go, okay. And they're like, okay, his name is T-Dub. He's going to rap and dance. So I go to the talent show with my friend.
Oh, wait, no, this is not 2009.
Which one is it?
Because there's two videos you have on him. Mario be playing T-Dub, that was 8 years ago.
Okay.
And not going to say his name because you put it on here.
It's already on there?
Raps at the AHS talent show 9 years ago.
Okay.
So, yeah, I do think it was before that. Anyway, you were saying.
So with the T-Dub video, if you watch the video without the rap along, just the raps at, that's the first one I posted, and I remember, and like you can hear my reaction in there because like
I do hear that.
he gets up on stage, he does his rap, and then he puts on he sets the microphone gently back into the stand, and then he break dances, and then that's when I keep laughing. And after that, I posted on YouTube, and then after that, I heard he was selling an EP. He was selling an EP at 7-Eleven.
So he actually was. I do remember like saying like, you know, T-Dub's EP coming out this. I was like, yeah, that's a joke. He ain't got one.
No, he actually had a CD full of, there was 4 songs on it.
Okay.
And I bought it. I didn't buy it from him. My friend bought it from him for $2 and got an autograph. And it was just a blank CD. I mean, he didn't write on it or anything. It was just T-Dub. And we just called it In the Club because we figured why not.
Club.
Yeah.
T-Dub in the club.
Why not? And what had happened at that point is we would always listen to the songs. Some of the songs were really depressing, and some of the songs were really funny. And
So 4 songs. Were any of it the one that's online? Mario B rapping.
That was the best one out of
Okay.
out of all the 4 songs. That was probably the best one.
Okay.
And so
or the other 3 then like?
The other one was a song about Asperger's syndrome, which was a depressing.
So that is what he has. He has Asperger's.
I believe he does, yes, because he says in the song. Let me see if I can remember some of it. People with it have a hard time socializing with the minds. Some of the greats, Leonardo da Vinci, Socrates. And then he goes on about a rap, and then some about Rambo ain't got nothing but the Pambos of the Man Gamma Rambos.
That's the
It
thing.
just goes
That's the
on,
thing
man.
with his
It's
rhyming.
genius.
That's the thing with his rhyming is that he will literally just make up words.
There's a guy on the YouTube video. He made a comment. He said this guy's making up words in the English dictionary just to fit his rap. And I'm like,
know.
that's probably the best comment I've seen. And have you ever seen that guy? Have you seen that guy? He's an overweight guy. He sings these different songs. He'll be like "Imagine" by John Lennon,
No, I haven't seen that one.
but he sings it like All Star, and that's all of his videos.
Of course, he sings All Star.
All of his videos are like that. Like he's like Celine Dion cover, and it's like this song, but he sings All Star instead with the music. But he commented on that one video, and that like got a whole bunch of likes from him. And then some guy named Chad Tronic, I don't know who that is.
It's a great name, Chatronic.
Some guy like used one of my videos, and that's where all the views. I mean, I think it's over 1 million now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, have you tried to monetize any of this?
No, because when I first made the video, I didn't want my name on it.
Oh, okay.
But then at the same time, I wanted my name in such a way that I could prove it was me without not proving it was me. So if you watch the video, it's ATOMS.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, so it's Adam S, but it's not Adam S. And at the same time, nobody has no idea.
That is a great channel name, by the way, Adam's People. I really like that for some reason.
I took that from at AHS when we had the radio and TV broadcasting.
Yeah, actually, I wasn't part of that. I was part of the Wildcat journalist. My brother was on that.
Yes, he was. Yes,
Yep.
he was.
I actually saw, I think it was like some Facebook flashback memory thing that you can share. You share like a video, and you and him were in it.
I put some clips up.
Yeah, you had some friend of yours. I don't remember his name. I don't remember him. I guess you record him as you're driving through the Alpena Mall parking lot. It was one of those like, what are you gonna do after you graduate?
Oh no, that was from our yearbook.
Oh, yearbook.
We had a video yearbook we did.
Anyway, this really boisterous goth guy, not goth guy,
Gonna
but
fight off the AIDS crisis.
crisis in Africa.
Yeah.
He kind of looked like one of the guys who shot Columbine.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, that was like the surprise of all of it. You know, everyone's like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to college. I'm going to go fight off the AIDS crisis in Africa.
Oh, man. But yeah, T-Dub came about, and then, I don't know. It's over 1 million.
Well,
it's ridiculous.
Okay, like T-Dub himself, like, okay, he has Asperger's. Have you ever met him personally?
Yes, I've met him like 3 times.
Three
and
times?
Every time I'm like, man, those videos are great. He's like, oh yeah.
Oh, he's aware of it.
Yeah, oh yeah, he loves the videos. And it's one of those weird things where like, I think he tells people he made the video. And I'm like, I'm perfectly fine with that because
might as well.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, as far as like monetizing goes, when I made that video, there was no such thing as monetizing.
Oh yeah,
like,
you're
that
right.
was not even around back then.
Oh yeah, I know that. I'm just talking about now.
Oh yeah, now I tried to get back into that account a long time ago, and I don't remember the email.
Oh, God.
I don't remember the password.
That was another reason. I'm like, why does he never update this thing?
Yeah, I don't remember anything from that. I've always thought about taking.
I highly encourage you to create a new account because I would like to see your videos.
Well, what I was thinking about making a new account, taking that same exact talent show footage.
Might as well. Everyone else is taking it.
And basically green screening something else over it, pertaining to another song off the that EP he had. Like,
Oh, dude,
there's one where he's rapping about.
That's how you can do it. Just do like an Alpena Rock City thing and just put. No, let's get T-Dub on Alpena Rock City.
There's one where he's rapping about Rambo. What the hell is it? Rambatambas. He's got Rambatambas with the Florida rice.
Well, wasn't that the one about Asperger's, which it seems like...
That's the depressing one. That's the one where I'm like, I don't know about this one.
Well, what about the other two?
Oh, there's something about... there was like an intro song.
Of course.
It was an intro song.
It's a hip-hop album.
Yeah,
I have an
was,
intro.
It's like, I'm trying to remember how the rap goes. This is T-Dubs. He's coming to rub the mountain of mountains and the town into towns. What the hell was it?
Mountain to mountains, the towns and towns. You're getting really literary there, T-Dub.
Then there was, what the hell is it? Oh, man, it went on and on and on. It was something. Oh, my God.
But he's in jail a lot now.
He's in jail all the time. I don't know what the hell's going on. He's
Well,
always in
I
jail.
think I made a comment once, which might be true. I called him T-Meth.
Okay.
And as anyone probably doesn't know, Alpena, like a lot of rural small towns in here in the Midwest, is of course going through the opioid epidemic, particularly meth. We love meth up here in Alpena.
And heroin.
We may not have an official drink, but we have an official drug.
Oh, man. And that's weird because it's like, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, you had never heard about that. Like, very rarely.
Yeah, the last time, my brother, before he moved to Nashville, he used to work down here at an office. He would go out to like Cabin Creek or whatever for his break. He said he would see T-Dub walking around with like a stick, like he's Gandalf.
God. I know he tried changing his name. Yeah, he tried changing his name or something. Because it was that Facebook fan page. Did you see that?
Yep. I'm a fan of that.
Was it Trimmetry?
Trimmetry.
Which is genius. Trimmetry.
What does that even mean, trim a
I don't
tree?
even
Like,
know. He's going to trim a tree.
he could probably get a job trimming trees up here in Alpena.
Maybe that's what he was doing. Maybe he's trying to like, turn his life around, trim a tree.
Yeah.
He's trying to trim some Christmas trees.
Perfect timing.
Exactly.
Trim a Tree Incorporated. Okay.
Shit.
Well, we talked about John Picker. We talked about T-Dub. Let's give a shout out to him. Crap, I shouldn't do shout outs when I don't remember the names. Who's the homeless dude that died?
Oh, Ozone.
Yeah, rest in peace, Ozone.
Rest in peace. Hashtag rest in peace, Ozone. Hashtag ACDC. What else? Oh, yeah. Hashtag Blues Cult. Hashtag Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Yeah, I
Hashtag Bark at the Moon.
Yeah, my mom always found him creepy, apparently. I think I remember meeting him once at a show downtown. There was like a Christian group that had like a space.
Oh, yeah.
And they would bring in bands that were slightly Christian. Not enough that you could really tell, but they would hand out a pamphlet to you later, like, hey, if you're enjoying this, you should come to our services. Anyway, no.
That's right, there was a place downtown, it was called Powerhouse.
Yeah, it's right here where like,
called Powerhouse.
where like the old paint place used to be. The paint place.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Wait, sure. No, wait.
No, it was over.
It's literally right there across the street. I can see out the window right now. Sherwin-Williams is like the space right next to it.
Yeah, there used to be. Oh, it's over by the bank now.
Yeah.
Like down the road, there's like a bank. They had like a I don't remember. It used to be.
Well,
there.
this performance spot that they had. By the way, folks, another great thing about Alpena is that literally everything is so close.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like, I was doing errands earlier before I came here, and I was all worried, like, oh, I don't know if I'll be able to get it done. But literally, I went to, like, nearly every place in, like, 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, I got it.
Whereas in Grand Rapids, it'd be like, okay, 20 minutes to here, 20 minutes to
Gotta
there.
get on the expressway really quick.
Even on the expressway, it's still, like, a ride. But anyway, go to this show there,
Okay.
and there's, like, this homeless dude that kind of looked like Ozone. The only thing I think I remember is that this guy had more gray in his beard.
Okay.
It may or may not have been Ozone. I'm still debating it to this day. But
What if it was somebody else?
it could be. But this guy
Never seen him since.
But this guy kept getting booted out because he was like, honestly, a very sad, possibly mentally ill, drunk homeless dude. He ended up pissing his pants out right in front of the venue.
Yeah.
Enough that it actually made a puddle around his feet, like it was enlarging. And then he tried to get in again, and the Christian guy who was running it looked like he was about to punch him out. Then he like waddled down the street and then passed out on the corner. So it may or may not have been my one Ozone sighting.
I had a couple of them. He used to go to Latitudes every once in a while. They'd let him in. And I remember...
I love Latitudes. I wish I could go there more.
And I remember he... what did he do? He was singing Jethro Tull's Aqualung. but what he was singing... He was singing the line, watching little girls with bad intent, and he kept singing it over and over again. I was like, okay, there's something going on. I was like, there's other lines in that song.
Yeah,
maybe not that one, but maybe there's other lines.
Yeah, sadly he passed away. They raised money for his funeral. Alpena Rock City, which is a great website. People check them out on Facebook and Bandcamp.
Definitely.
I would actually would like to interview the guy who runs it. He lives in Chicago now.
Mm-hmm.
He's on my guest list. Cross him off soon enough. Anyway, they helped raise money for his funeral, and I remember shortly after, this was like right after the election, I think.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, that should be one of Obama's last things that he should. Yeah, he should. I can't remember the saying, but he should He should basically give tax money in order to build a fucking silver statue of Ozone downtown. Ozone downtown.
The thing is like Alpena doesn't really have any colorful characters like Ozone anymore.
I would disagree, man. We've been talking about them this entire time. T-Dub, John Picker.
But they're not as well liked though.
Oh yeah, a lot of them are horrible people.
Like you go on Alpena Topics page, and nobody likes John Picker.
Actually, no, I would disagree. I think they are horrible characters. I would agree with you; they're horrible people. Matter of fact, let's talk about the final one right here, Bobby Powell.
The only thing that I know about him, well, he comes to where I work sometimes, which is a gas station in Alpena, and no, he seems really normal until he's on YouTube. Then he's not so normal.
Okay. I love Bobby Powell, so I will give this intro. Bobby Powell is, from my knowledge, a veteran.
Yes.
He's a resident of Alpena, long time. And he is, for lack of a better word, a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, yeah.
He runs a YouTube and webpage, Facebook, called The Truth is Viral. He is, for all intents and purposes, Alpena's version of Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Except for I think he may be a little bit more hardcore, a little bit less mainstream than Alex Jones.
Well, in one video, he was carrying a rifle around downtown. Did you ever see that one?
Oh, maybe. Well, kind of like John Picker, I haven't checked out his videos in a while.
Oh, no, for the Bob Powell videos.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Did you see that one?
Well, I've seen a lot of them, but
Okay.
not a lot recently.
This one, he was carrying a rifle downtown on the bridge, 9th Street Bridge or something, and people are freaking out because obviously there's a man carrying a gun down.
Again, not to get too political, but I am pro-gun, but I often dislike a lot of open carry advocates.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them are like that. They're just these
definitely.
assholes who want attention.
Well, check it out.
They
Look
want
what I
to
got. Look what I got.
scare people.
Yeah.
They think they're making a great point.
Yeah.
But I do remember seeing a picture of him in Neiman's Family Market with like his sidearm there. He's proudly showing it. He's like proudly showing off my Second Amendment rights. Like, okay, open carry is supposed to be for protection. Like, who the fuck are you gonna stop at Neiman's Family
Who's gonna
Market?
rob Neiman's? Like,
No, I think him and a lot of open carry advocates expect, like, you know, a big mass shooting go on, and not to worry, Bobby Powell will save the day.
They're gonna be the hero.
Yeah, you know, these guys will come in with like these really military grade weaponry and armor, but Bobby Powell will get off that perfect Dirty Harry like shot and save the day. Anyway, okay, so all that, he's my favorite character here in Alpena, particularly because he's a big proponent of Russian conspiracy theories. Like, I first became aware of him because there was a story a while back that claimed that some Russian soldiers were
in Walmart.
No.
I saw the Walmart one. He had a Walmart one.
We should look up some of his videos. But the story I remember is that apparently some Russian soldiers were captured, rounded up, were rounded up into the woods of here in Alpena, and slaughtered.
All right.
Well, first of all, if it's American soldiers slaughtering these Russian soldiers, shouldn't you be happy about that? Like, fuck yeah, America showed you. But more importantly, that's how I discovered him. But then I discovered the video that I think he's most famous for. It's where he's apparently records a jet fight happening just above his house during the night.
Oh yeah, I do remember hearing about this one.
Wait, you never seen this?
I remember the one about the aliens.
Oh yeah, I remember that one too.
That was above his house too.
Yep. Okay, we're on his YouTube page.
A lot of stuff happens around his house.
Yeah, that's another thing.
He doesn't really have to go anywhere.
It's like, yeah, it's just.
He's a very lucky man.
Yeah, it just happens that all this stuff happens around his house, above his house. Yeah. Also, he's a huge militia guy. So.
Oh yeah.
Jets. God, did he take it off? No way.
No way, that was like his best video. You could always just go to his channel and check out like most viewed.
Well, if I can't find it, I'll just give a summary of the video. Basically, the video is him. It's nighttime. He's standing out on his porch or whatever, and he's saying that there's like a jet battle going on above his house that night, and as he describes it, he speculates that they're American and Russian jets fighting it out just above his house here in Alpena, Michigan. Of all the places you would battle. Of all the places...
But then again, it would be the best place.
Wait. I'm looking at his uploads. His most recent one was 3 weeks ago. Other than that, for 2 months ago, Pokemon Rules, the result... Advanced Pokemon. What the fuck is this? See, he has videos about FEMA camps.
Yeah, those are funny. I've seen those.
Chuck
ones.
Missler. Oh yeah,
those ones.
FEMA camps are great. I love that shit.
I remember when he points out the nearest location for us, which would be in Grayling, I believe. I believe it was Grayling.
Okay, while I'm searching for this video. 2 months. I actually saw him at Joe's 2 months ago when we, my mom, my dad, my aunt, and me, all went to Joe's just for the hell of it. Since, like I said, my aunt works there, and there he was sitting there. I immediately recognized him, and I immediately started to geek the fuck out. I'm like, holy shit! It's Bob Powell. I fucking love that guy. Oh my god. And, of course, my mom, okay, Gary, calm down. No, he was there recording we see it on here, the Lemon Frog, which apparently my aunt does not like the band, as she described them. Just a bunch of Janis Joplin bullshit. And so he was there recording them. And my mom actually saw the video that he recorded of that, and he put it on his site. And there we are. There I am.
Just chilling out in the background.
Yeah, we were actually in front of them, so he captured us. So I am proud to say that I am
in a video.
I am in a Bobby Powell video.
Man.
God damn it! I want to show you this. Wait, it's a okay. UFO flap over new USAF drone facility.
Oh, that's right. He keeps referring to the air base as the drone facility.
Yeah,
or
more
whatever.
video evidence of Obama guarded by shape-shifting. Oh, I've seen that numerous times.
See, I met him because he came into the gas station one time with his business card, the Truth is Viral business card.
Yeah.
And he gave it to me, and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? And like, I went on his YouTube page, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, he's crazy, but whatever, man. So every so often I hear about him. I was reading he's got that Sarah Palin video when she came to town.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit too.
And then he had like a picture of, he's like, look, I have my open carry. I'm right next to her. She's not afraid. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for her. Well, I mean, I would vote for her if she was running.
There was a porno at Family Video called "Who's Nailin' Palin?"
Yep.
That was genius. Genius.
Yeah. Okay, well, whatever. If I can't find it, I can't find it. But
at one point, it was there.
You know what? Fuck it. We're going to play this one. Strange roaring noise in North Michigan skies. Light show. Maybe this is it. All rights reserved.
You gotta put that on there at all times.
Yeah, God forbid someone takes this and remixes it.
Little bit of backstory. Please visit blogspot.com.
Okay, this is not it. I don't know what the well, the
This is
video...
the best found footage movie I've seen.
You know what? Fuck it. Since I'm gonna upload this later, may I'll find the video and
You'll
put it in
find
the
it
comment
eventually.
section.
Yeah.
But basically, the video says he's trying to record these fucking dogfight going on above him.
Yeah.
And since it's night out, he has a shitty camera. He can't record it properly.
Yeah.
He tells his son. First of all, his son's like, "Oh shit," and he's like, "Watch your language, son." And then he's like, "Go get."
Yeah, father comes first.
Yeah. So he's like, son, go get my night vision camera. And
son, go get my rocket launcher.
And the fucking kid never finds it. So it's just these lights that are probably like a drone or a plane or whatever. He's narrating like, "This is amazing. How could this happen in this country? You know, the Illuminati's doing this above my house."
That's what I'm saying. There's got to be something with his house. It just all happens around his house.
Well, and I did have one interaction with him, well, maybe a few actually, on Alpena topics. You see, before John...
Sponsored by Alpena Topics.
Oh, God. Fucking computer, you are not going to restart now with your required bullshit. Fuck you. Anyway, no, before John Picker became like the punching bag, Bobby Powell was the punching bag.
Oh, yeah.
And best of all, unlike John Picker, who may or may not respond to all of them, Bobby Powell actually went up, straight up created an account on there so he could reply to everyone. And it was just as bad as you thought it was. Everyone would pick out like points in his argument, tell him why he's wrong.
Yeah.
Then he wouldn't swear at them, but he'd be really condescending, call them sheeple, or I am a true American patriot, unlike you. And I did it two ways. Most of the time, it was anonymous, and I would actually point out why his stuff is fake. Like, Bobby, don't you see? This does not sound like Jets, Bobby.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I would be respectful and nice. He would call me sheep or whatever. And then this happened twice. I would come home from like partying downtown or whatever, Grand Rapids. I'd be drunk and bored. Then I would go on there and debate Bobby Powell while drunk. And that's when I would be a dickhead. You know, I would like, LOL, Russian jets, you're a fucking retard. He did not appreciate that. And he hasn't been back on there since because I think he finally learned how the internet actually works. Yeah. Okay, dude. This podcast's been going on for nearly 2 hours.
All right.
I actually should probably be getting home because my dad needs some help on something.
All right, cool.
Okay.
First episode, boom.
Yeah, first episode,
Done.
boom. Well, let's get in some plugs. Adam, is there anything you like to plug, like websites, YouTube channels, whatever, man?
Bob Powell at Blogspot. Check it out. Definitely.
For real. Maybe I'll link that in there. Adam, he did the two famous videos, T-Club, T-Dub, be rapping Mario,
T-Club
and
Dub.
And of course, my favorite, The Bitches Ain't Shit, starring our mutual friend Tyler Mainville, which we could not get to today. That will be a future episode, talk about our dear friend Tyler. Okay, everyone, thanks for listening for the very first episode / first Christmas special. This is the Garret Schuelke Podcast, and hope you all have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. Be good to each other, and here's the outro music.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
It's Christmas Eve and Santa drops his gifts around the nation. I want some agricultural collectivization. There's nothing stirring in the house, it's quiet all night. Tomorrow, if we're lucky, all the workers will unite, 'cause there's a red star up on the Christmas tree. A hammer for you and a sickle for me. Goodwill to all men, let's celebrate by purging the enemies of the state. Tomorrow I will hold you tight and kiss you, my sweet darling. I'll give you chocolate Trotskys and a Christmas candy Stalin. We'll play with Christmas crackers, wearing festive paper hats, and hope for dictatorships of some proletariats. 'Cause there's a red star up on the Christmas tree. A hammer for you and a sickle for me. Goodwill to all men, let's celebrate by purging the enemies of the state. Lots of fun with Christmas games and larks. We'll read some pop-up books by Engels, Hegel and by Marx. What Christmas cheer we'll have, oh yes, we'll never have a cheerier. And we'll sing bourgeois come to work to death out in Siberia. A red star up on the Christmas tree. A hammer for you and a sickle for me.